channel. I am so excited to talk to you guys about this because what I'm about to introduce you to has been my life for the past now 3 weeks. Today is day 1 of week 3 of the 5 a.m. club morning routine. So if you follow me over on Instagram, I'll leave my handle here. If you don't, head on over. Follow me over there. You will know that I am very heavily into my personal development books at the moment. What prompted all of this was kind of like hitting, I wouldn't say a roadblock, but hitting a little bit of a low in my business in terms of not feeling super aligned, in terms of like feeling so scat and all over the place. So I initially read this book called 10x is Easier Than 2x. Loved it, implemented everything I learned straight away. Low-key changed my life. This is the whole like Future You series, Future You filter that I'm talking about. I have been talking about over on my socials, specifically Instagram and TikTok. So as soon as I finished that book, I thought to myself, wait, there is so much more for me to learn. So then I went straight on to my next book straight away, which was The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Now, this is a very interesting book because it is all about specifically morning routine and how to like really get the most out of your life, out of your day, out of your year, whatever it is, by nailing your morning routine. It's an incredible book and I want to talk about it. But first, before we get stuck into the book, let's make some breakfast. Before we get stuck into the book, let's make some breakfast. I've gone to Pilates this morning already, which you've probably seen, and I've actually already done the morning routine, the 5 a.m. club morning routine, and I'm feeling great, by the way. I've actually truly never felt better. I'm not being dramatic, but I feel not only like better in myself for like getting up in the morning and like doing the hard stuff first thing and like catering to my 4 interior empires, which I'll talk about soon. So like not only am I feeling good in that sense, but I'm also feeling like on my A game. I'm feeling like I'm so mentally clear. I'm clocking on for work and I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not distracted. I'm not reaching for my phone. I just feel better. I feel like improved. I feel like an elevated version of me in like every facet of who I am. My mindset, I feel stronger. I've seen physical changes in my body. Not that that really matters, but I'm noticing improvements and elevations of the human that I am by catering to my 4 interior empires first thing in the morning. So I'm just gonna make my breakfast first and then we'll talk about those 4 interior empires and like what I'm doing to cater to those things. But first, I'm a hungry little hippo this morning. So I'm gonna make myself some eggies, English muffin. I've already had a coffee this morning, so I will save coffee number 2 for a little bit later. I'll just make this breakfast. Then we'll sit down and we'll have a little chit chat about this morning routine because guys, if there's one thing you take from today's video, it is give this morning routine a go. Now, one thing I really want to preface before we get stuck into like the nitty gritty logistics of this morning routine is that please, for the love of God, don't take this morning routine as Bible, as in, do not feel like you have to strictly wake up at 5 a.m. and strictly do the first interior empire that I do first. This morning routine is going to work best if you take the bones, mesh and mold it to what is realistic to you. So I had a lot of people, I actually had someone message me not long ago saying, because I got up at 4:30. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I get up at 4:30 instead of 5 a.m. because I go to Pilates. And I had someone message me saying, oh my God, it just clicked that I don't actually have to wake up at 5 a.m. This is just the 5 a.m. club morning routine structure. So take the bones of this and apply it to what works best for you. And we'll talk about it in a moment once I've got my breakfast and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to preface that before we get stuck into it. Breakfast looks horrible, I know, but it's gonna taste nice and I'm after just something really super simple. I'm in a bit of a rush this morning because I have a very exciting week coming up. I have a photo shoot tomorrow that I need to prep for. I need to wash this patchy tan off, do a fresh coat of nail polish. I'm in my like DIY era. I actually hate getting my nails done. I say this all the time, but I hate sitting at the nail salon for like literally an hour, not able to touch my phone, not able to do any work. I don't find it relaxing. I have no patience. It's just a shit experience for me personally. I actually hate getting my nails done. I don't mind pedicures because I can like work at the same time. Maybe if I went to like an actual beautiful like beauty bar or like spa, I would take the time to like really relax into my appointment, but I can't. Where I go, it's busy, it's loud, there's people coming and going. I just can't deal. So I just prefer to do them myself. I'm not really a nail girly. I never have been. I actually have really nice nails, apparently. Nail beds are really long. I've got the half moons on my nails. Apparently they're cute. Apparently they're pretty nails, but I just haven't got the time to take pride in them at the moment. So nail polish by me it is. Just gonna take a few bites of my breakfast because I'm so hungry. So the 5 a.m. club, 2 words, life changing. In fact, again, this is day 1, week 3. I can wholeheartedly say it has made the biggest positive indent into my life. I need to talk about it. I need to tell everyone about it. My husband, Zach, he's onto it. I've told my family about it. I've told all my followers about it. I've told my friends about it. I harp on about it because honestly, I have not felt better in a really long time. Like I truly have never felt better, not just again from like a mental standpoint, but like everything else. I feel good in my business. I feel good in my relationships. I feel good in the way that I look and the way that I think, the way I speak to myself has improved. I need to talk about it with you guys. It's so bloody great. So essentially, the 5 a.m. club is, I guess, as it sounds, it's an entire book, first and foremost. As I said before, the book is called The 5 a.m. Club and the author is Robin Sharma. Also, I need to show you something. I need to show you something because I am fangirling. So I made a reel a couple of weeks ago, I think it was last week actually, about the 5 a.m. club, right? And I tagged Robin Sharma in the caption because I just said like, I read the book, 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, and his team saw the reel and his social media manager, Elle, reached out to me and said, we've seen your reel. I'll show you that it's legit. We've seen your reel. Robin would love to send you a signed copy of his new book, The Wealth Money Can't Buy. And it's all about healthy habits and like the road to success is your habits and routines. I believe, haven't read it, but upon first glance, that's what I'm getting. And he's sending it to me. Anyway, big fangirl moment because I love the way he writes. I also love in the 5 a.m. Club book, he gave all of his insight and all of his learnings through a story. So typically when you read a personal development book, it's very like at you. This is what you do. This is how you do it. These are examples. But what he did in this book, he actually like merged the learnings that we needed to know into a story. So there was characters and like a plot and a storyline, and I fucking loved it. Like it was a really great book. Anyway, 5 a.m. Club is, as it sounds, it is a morning routine, and essentially the foundation of the book and I guess the foundation of the learnings is, and I guess the motto of the book or the tagline within the book is own your morning, elevate your life. So pretty much along the lines of win the morning, win the day. And this is something I have believed in for years. In fact, my entire personal development journey started with navigating a morning routine, with becoming an early bird. In fact, my entire business, The Habit Tracker, started that way because the first thing I started to track in my habit tracker was waking up super early to attend the first F45 class of the morning at the gym that I went to. So I have been an early bird and a morning person for quite literally like more than half of my life, I'm going to say. Like I love the entire concept. I love what early morning brings in terms of like clarity and quiet. No one's up yet. The sun isn't even up yet. The birds aren't even up yet. There's just this like sense of peace. And I love it. I always have. So I really resonated with this book and the way that he articulates that if you can really win your morning, everything else is going to flow. So first and foremost, he encourages, or the characters within this book all woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and they catered to 4 interior empires. These 4 interior empires are what he believes to be the most important things that you need to cater to every single morning before you check your phone, before you go on social media, before you think about work, before you engage in conversations. Any of that, before you start your day, you need to cater to the 4 interior empires before anything else. And those 4 interior empires are your mindset, your soul set, your heart set, and your health set. So essentially, even by hearing these words, you can probably pull what they mean and kind of understand what they mean. So first, mindset. Super easy to navigate. You're contributing to your mindset, your personal development, or you're learning something. Then you have your health set. Again, super straightforward. This is catering to your physical well-being. So exercising and movement, stretching, all that kind of stuff. Then you got your heart set and your soul set. I personally think, and what I took from the book and what I have been doing in my everyday life, is I've been combining the heart set and the soul set together. So the heart set is all about like your emotions and reflection. And then soul set is like, I guess as it speaks, catering to your spirituality, your soul. So my everyday new morning routine that goes by this 5 a.m. structure is as follows. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays is Pilates days, and Pilates classes for me start at 5:30. So I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't touch my phone unless I'm recording a story or a reel. So my phone actually stays on Do Not Disturb. I don't check my emails, I don't check my texts, I don't check into social media, none of that. I get straight up and head to Pilates, and then by doing my Pilates class and then a walk, I do a walk after the Pilates class, and catering to my health set. So this is physical movement, catering to my physical health. And while I'm on that walk in the morning after Pilates, I also either listen to a podcast or an audiobook. So while I'm on my walk, catering to my health set, I'm also catering to my mindset by chipping away at my knowledge or my learning or my personal development through an audiobook or a podcast. Then I'll come home and I'll probably eat or make a coffee. Again, I still haven't checked my phone. I still haven't checked my emails. I haven't responded to any text or even look. Everything's on Do Not Disturb, right? And so you know how when you can like scroll down or like bring your screen down and you can see like all the notifications that have like compiled since you went on Do Not Disturb? I haven't even done that. I'm not checking the phone. So I come home, make the coffee, make the brekkie, and then I'll cater to my soul set and my heart set. So every single morning, and I've been doing this for 2 years now, I actually went back and I saw all my old journals. I started journaling when I was at a really bad point in my life in 2022, like really bad. And nothing really happened. It was around the time where like I lost my Instagram account and then business was really slow and I really wanted to go out on my own, but like I physically couldn't because I just lost my livelihood on social media and I hated my life. I hated everything about it and I really was longing for change. So I started in July 2022 and I actually found those journals a couple of weeks ago and I was like bawling, like listening and reading what I was manifesting and praying for is everything I have right now. And it's the most beautiful realization. So during this time, the soul set and the heart set component, I will journal. I will always write down what I'm grateful for. I will reflect on how I'm feeling and what's coming up for the day, locking in the focus, locking in the vision. And then I will visualize and I will write down the dream life that I'm hoping to build. And at the moment, it's my future you. Who is this future Beck that I'm working so hard to work towards and build? So I'll jot all that down and that kind of almost sets up my brain for the day ahead. I've written down what my vision is and the person I'm working towards and everything that I want. Now I'm going to make sure that everything I do for the remainder of today reflects that version of me, that future self that I'm working towards. And again, this is what the entire Future You series is all about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, head on over to socials. You'll see everything about it there. And I am going to make my next video about the Future You series and a little bit about this topic because it's very important to me right now and I'm so passionate about it and you guys are so motivated and inspired by the concept as well. So let's talk about it in our next video. That's kind of catering to my heart set. And then from there, while I'm in this like really reflective, mellow mood, I then go over to meditation. Now I use an app called Insight Timer. Let me show you. It's this one. It has hundreds and thousands of free meditations. In my opinion, it is the #1 meditation app. I think it is worldwide as well. So you just tap into it. It has inspiring talks or motivational talks, guided meditations, breath work, a timer, courses. It is, in my opinion, the best meditation app. So if you're looking for a free meditation app, this is the one to get. Obviously not sponsored or affiliated in any way, shape or form. I always need to preface that. But you can type in any subject, manifestation, anxiety, visualization, dream life, whatever it is, and it will come up with hundreds and thousands of meditations to use. So I just use that app. Otherwise, I have like a meditation playlist on Spotify. It's literally just like meditation music, like Japanese garden flute kind of vibes, very mellow, very beautiful. And I just listen to that and I visualize what I'm working towards in the dream life that I'm building. And that's how I cater to my soul set. So my morning routine on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is very prolonged. So I'm up at 4:30 and then I go to Pilates, drive home. My Pilates studio is half an hour away from me. So it's like a very prolonged morning routine. On Tuesdays and Thursdays though, it's a lot shorter. And in the book, the author recommends that we spend 20 minutes on our health set, our soul set, and our heart set, as well as our mindset. So a soul set and heart set are combined. So 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here. I personally don't follow that because I want to work out for longer than that. On the days that I may be sore or I missed my Pilates class or something's happened or maybe I'm sick, I just don't feel like going, which is not common at the moment, I will do 20 minutes of stretching or whatever. That's when I'll stick to the 20-20-20 rule. And that's actually what it's called, 20-20-20 rule in the book. But I just prefer to do what feels best for me. So I usually work out for 45 minutes to 1 hour. I'll come home, I'll journal for maybe half an hour and meditate in that section together. And then like my mindset stuff could also be like up to an hour because maybe I want to watch a masterclass or maybe I want to listen to a coaching call or, you know, watch an inspiring YouTube video or something like that. So this is what I mean when I say take this structure with a grain of salt. Take the bones of it and then mesh it and mold it to what's realistic for you. So if you have kids, if you like work weird hours or a night shift or whatever, you can't always apply this to its exact minute. And I think the key to success with this morning routine or any morning routine that you're starting out with is to mesh and mold it to what is realistic for you. You don't have to copy and paste exactly what I do, but take the bones, take the 4 interior empires, find out how you can fill your cup in each of these 4 interior empires. Whatever feels best for you, do that, but make sure you stick to it. So I love in this book that he talks about how it takes on average 66 days this new morning routine to become instilled into your lifestyle, because this is the same research that the habit tracker bases itself on. We are backed and, you know, pride ourselves on this same research, this exact same concept. So I love that he used this research and this figure, because so many people message me saying,
it actually takes 21 days to form a habit.
No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't. It takes 66 days, and it takes that long because there's, I think it's 3 or 4, have to double check that, 3 or 4 things your brain has to do over that 66-day period to develop a new behavior. And I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not going to tell you what those 4 things are, 3 or 4 things are, but it's like different levels the brain has to go through to develop something new. So it takes 66 days for a behavior to be instilled into your lifestyle and sizzled into your brain as a behavior, as a habit. So I love that Robin Sharma says it takes 66 days. That is the research we also base ourselves on. And he does say around the 22-day mark is when it gets really, really hard, because this is when your willpower starts to get fatigued. He says that willpower is like a muscle. It needs to constantly be, I guess, stretched and flexed, but equally at the same time as a muscle does also, it gets fatigued if it's overused or used at lengths of time. So he says around 22 days is when people are like, oh, fuck it, I don't see any results. The novelty's worn off. I haven't got motivation, blah, blah, blah. So I'm excited to see how I progress past the 3-week mark. I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I'm instilling something new, I find week 3 is when I start to fall off the bandwagon a little bit. So I'll report back to you at the end of this week. I'm gonna finish my brekkie and then I'm gonna get stuck into writing my to-do list for today. I've got a huge day today and I need to keep that momentum going by staying super focused and organized. Typically I write my to-do lists the night before, but last night was manic. Don't want to talk about it. It was just crazy. We were a little bit behind in terms of like resetting the house and meal prepping and stuff. So this morning we'll write the to-do list and get stuck straight into a huge day. So today is all about photo shoot prep for tomorrow. I have all my outfits to steam. I have a Pinterest board to finalize. I've got to go to Officeworks and print off some photos for the photo shoot. I'm really excited because this photo shoot is actually for a reason. I guess predominantly, I feel like, without sounding too dramatic, I feel like I've come through to another evolution of myself. And I feel like as of recently, I've started implementing so many new habits and routines and rituals and pretty much an entire new lifestyle. And what I love to do, and something I have done from the get-go of my career, since I've done from the get-go of my personal development journey. We've got a little visitor. Hi, hon. Is I book in a photo shoot every time I'm like a new version of me, which I love. I've done that since the get-go. I've gone through so many evolutions. I've grown so much over the past couple of years, I feel like, as we all have. But what I love that I've done is I've documented that, and I've gotten photo shoots every single time. I can feel deep down I'm no longer the person I was 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. So not only is this updating, I guess, the person I am through photo form, it's also for a very exciting project. And without giving too much away, it's an enhancement or an evolution of a project that already exists right now and that has existed for coming up to a year now. It's very, very important to me. It is something that I love being a part of. I love doing. And I felt like as my evolution has become so clear, I feel like this new project that is such an extension of who I am needs to evolve as well and needs to be like almost rebranded and redone and relaunched to the world. So it's for that. Get updated branding photos for myself, but also for this project. And you guys will know all about it in a week or so. So excited. Anyway, I've got to write my big ass to-do list and then I'm going to get stuck straight into all the work. I've got so many habit tracker orders to pack as well. Sis needs a team, like a full team. Anyway, let's do this.